Hi, this is Mahesh Ravi, and in this video, we're going to talk about what's inside my phone. So let's take a look at what are the apps that I use, what are the services that I use, what is the layout that I use. As you might already know, right now I'm a designer. I'm particularly a design mentor, and I do use my phone mainly for productivity and very less for social needs. But still, it's going to be a very insightful video and might help you to build up a good productivity system using your phone. So let's jump into my phone. So here we are on my phone right now. And you can see my home screen right here. And one thing that you will notice is the custom wallpaper and all the custom icons that you can see here. So this is something that I found it to be useful to keep the interface distraction free with all the original Apple icons. So what I've done here is to create icons for these apps and use a shortcut app to build shortcuts on my desktop and so that I can customize the icons in the way that I want. So I've done this for the major apps in here. And on the next screen also, I've kept it very minimal with custom icons. So I'll just walk you through the apps that I have. And before that, let's see the layout of the phone. So um, if you swipe to the left you can see my widgets right here. So these are the most popular widgets that I'm using. I have the Google search engine. I have my maps, YouTube, my calendar app, which is Tweak, which I use it on a daily basis, and my email apps, a summary from the news channels, my music apps, my expense and income calculator, Vimeo, and a radio. So these are in my widgets. Not that important, but I just quickly check the updates of that, so I can just swipe it and I can see all the important stuff when I need to. Even if I'm driving, I can just quickly go to the maps or YouTube if I want to just listen to music. So on my home screen, these are the apps that I use. So I have the camera right here. So I use the camera whenever I'm traveling. For all the personal needs, this is my go-to camera. Second app that I use is something from a brand called Not So Serious. It's a really fun weather app. So if you open this up, you can see that this is how it looks. It's a very interactive weather app, and you can see a lot of interesting information about this as well. Fun app to use, and it's nice to look at interesting graphics in here. The same company offers a calculator. This is also something that I use on a daily basis for all my calculator needs. I'm not good with numbers, but it's actually good to look at these things when I'm doing something that I'm not good at. So this actually helps a lot. I have the Google Pay app next to it. So this is my wallet, sort of online wallet thing, and I'm paying to all the services and vendors using this. So that's very easy for me to handle. I have the Notes app right here. So I basically started using Notes app as my commonplace document. So I basically keep all the notes organized into these folders. I have some quick access notes, something that I would use daily, like maybe Insta hashtags or accounts, passwords, something like that. I have personal notes coming into this. I have the office things going in here. I have people and stuff. This is something that I started doing it recently, where I'll sort of write down the people that I have interacted with recently, and what was the discussion that I had with those people. So to remember and recall what the conversation was all about. This is something that I've learned from Ali Abdal, and who's a productivity genius. So I started doing it, and it's pretty cool. Right. So after the Notes app, I have Trello. So Trello is a productivity app that I use to manage all these three things that you see primarily here: my life, the things that I do in life, and the office, and also my TV watch list. So each boxes are organized in that sort of way. So if you go to my life, you can see the projects that I'm currently working on, the wish list that I have, the projects that I've completed, and the things that I've put it on hold. And office also same thing. And the TV watch list, which is something that I usually use here. So the TV shows that I'm watching, and what season I'm on, things like that. And I do manage all the actions of an office via this. So I have all my team members right here, and their duties and responsibilities will be managed via this tool. So once after Trello, I have Freeform. This is my mood boarding app, which comes with Apple. So I collect inspiring images, designs, and stuff like that here, so that I can look at them and get inspired to create stuff. I've organized that into different folders and based on projects, so I can just look at them and I can work on these later. Then I have Notion. So Notion is my primary note-taking app. So it's not for commonplace document, more curated thoughts, more processed ideas will actually go into this. I will be using this to manage my you know learning. If I'm learning a software or I'm learning a new topic, I'll basically use that to write down the notes and things like that into Notion. This is really, really useful. And I do plan pretty much everything using this. So this is connected to my Trello board. So all the things that I'm actually doing here is sort of connected or tethered two-way into the system. So I can go here and check out a couple of things. So for instance, if you go to my subscription management, the things that I'm subscribing to and the bill date and things like that, I can actually see it and I can sort of manage it from here. And after Notion, what I have is ChatGPT. This is something that I use as a search engine pretty much. So if I want to find out about something, I'll just be writing it here. So for instance, if I want to know about write or let's say tell me about Chris Do. And give me the answer that I want in a summarized, most polished format. So rather than going to Google and searching it and then figuring out what is that you need, it sort of like gives you a concise, precise information here. So I use ChatGPT a lot for research than writing some own content. I prefer writing my own content. I don't depend too much on AI for that, but ChatGPT is really a good tool for research. So if you look at the dashboard right here, the dock, you can see the phone, you can see the messenger, you can see WhatsApp and Slack. So I've changed the icons again to be, consistent in sort of like the theme that I'm going with. So for telephone, I've used the older rotary phone icon. For messaging, I've used a Telegram, an inland sort of shape, and I have a WhatsApp. I used the mobile phones which introduced the first text messages, and for Slack, which I use it for daily communication with my team, I'm using a walkie-talkie. So this is what I have on my homepage. And if you go to the next page, you can see I've organized information or the icons based on the task that what it does. So in the first column, these are the sites that I usually use for getting design related content. Creative content basically. I have Muesli, I have Pinterest, I have ABDC, and I have Save. So this is where I get my inspirations, creative inspirations from. So whenever I have some free time, this is my content snack. I have the next row. I have the slightly when I have more time, I will actually go to this and I can read books right from here. So if I go to my library, you can see the books that I'm currently reading, and I don't prefer iPhone for reading these books, but it's good to actually continue reading. Maybe when you have some time and you have to finish 2 or 3 pages or something, I will use my phone to read it. I usually read it from on my iPad. I have Everent, which is basically a ebook platform where you will get tons of books and audiobooks and podcasts. So I use it primarily for audiobooks, and I also have some really interesting. I stumbled upon some really interesting, ebooks in here. And I have Pocket Casts, which is something that I use for all my podcasts. This is a Suite app if you are a regular to podcasting services. I have Feedly, which sort of curates and creates a one-stop destination for all the design and creative blogs that you follow. So I don't have to go to multiple blogs. The content will be collected into this platform and it will be given to me. I use Tract to, you know, mark the shows that I'm watching and then follow it up. So even for movies, I actually use this. So it's really easy for me to, because I watch a lot of movies and TV shows, so it will easily get confusing. So I use this app to manage them. Just Watch is again a very useful app because it gives you a collective information of what are the content which are premiering in the subscriptions of OTTs that you have. So it includes everything. All you have to do is to enter all the services that you are subscribing to, and it will create a list of content from everything. You don't have to individually go to different channels. We have Letterbox right here, and this is where I'll get a lot of interesting lists to watch. So I have discovered some pretty cool and weird movies from this app. I have Reddit, which I usually use it to follow content, fan content from the shows and movies and people that I follow. Then I have my social media apps. I have my Insta, I have my LinkedIn, Threads, and X in the next pages. So this is how my home screen actually the layout looks like to quickly access my content. I have much more stuff that I use, in my phone, but that's basically in my library because I don't want those apps to be consuming and controlling my phone usage. So I have kept it as a last resort. I will use it only. So for instance, PixArt, I used to do a lot of editing in my mobile phone, but that's not healthy for the eye. So what I've done is I've just moved it away from the home screen. So I don't want to do that on my phone. I will do that on my iPad or my MacBook if I want to. So things like that. Even the streaming platforms that I use, I have the mobile version of that, but I'm not putting that in my home screen. So this is what is currently in my phone. So I hope there will be some apps and ideas that you can use to organize your phone for better productivity. And I'll see you with the next video soon. Till then, bye.